19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is June 10th, 2015. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall, just outside the WOCA commissary, less affectionately known as the food court. It is 70 degrees here at the source, WOCA.
Yep.
Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
How bees you today?
Good. How is yourself?
Is okay.
Good.
70 degrees. There is rain in the forecast for today. The humidity is 89%, if you need to know that. And so a little bit of rain today. It's kind of the way it's going to be for the next few months or so. Just pretty much figure that. High temperatures today around 90.
Nice.
Not as hot as it could be, but there you go.
No,
Friday,
good.
Friday, mid-90s. Looks like a hot weekend.
Nice.
It's hot time. Go find someplace to go swimming. Go find a way to cool down.
There you go.
Good morning again, Robin. And we have a pretty good show. 7:35. Got a few things to talk about. Jeb Bush says corporal punishment in schools could probably prevent school shootings. We'll talk about that and see if you think he's right. There's another one, a statement from Bill O'Reilly, who says that the hysterical media is fueling the whole anti-cop sentiment that we are experiencing in this country right now. So we will talk about that and tell you exactly what he said and see if you agree, disagree, have a thought on it. It is our portion of the morning where we allow ourselves to just think things out loud. Think things through, opinion, commentary, not just Robin and I, but everybody out there. You want to call in, you're welcome to do that. I encourage you to call, early in the show.
Yeah, don't wait till the 30 seconds
it is hard.
before we're going to go off the air.
It is hard.
For a break.
I do push the button and let them on the air, but gotta know. We got a clock we got to look at here.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds, and they always seem to take longer.
Well, you're in a good mood. 8:35 today, News Bites. That's where we turn off the opinion. We just simply read the news as it's written and deliver it that way. Randy Susan Myers is our guest at 9:05. She works with batterers and victims of domestic violence. She's done a lot of research on this, and she's written a novel based on her research. It's called Accidents of Marriage. It is a novel, but she's making some points in the book. David Glasgow at 9:20. He's the head of family and education event marketing at Eventbrite. He's going to tell us about a national study that shows that in-person reunions are still relevant. I don't understand this.
Well, people connect with their people they went to high school on Facebook, and they're chatting on those kind of things.
Oh, I see.
Twitter. And then, so people are saying, well, why should we have
Why should we actually get together?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's no... One doesn't replace the other. I can't imagine anybody thinking that.
I know.
Jim DeBerry. Now, we had him on the schedule yesterday, but somehow we had a short circuit in our communication.
Yep.
He's the general manager of Wild Waters Water Park here in Ocala. He's coming into the studio. Looking forward to meeting him. I love the fact that we have a water park in our community. A gator handler is coming in. We don't know the gator handler's name.
Nope, we sure don't.
But the gator handler is coming in with an alligator. We were told it was a baby alligator.
Yep.
Speaking of babies, did you happen to see the picture of that little baby deer that was born at the Queens Zoo?
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah.
I bet it's cute.
Oh, it is cute. Cute little deer. Mark Robinson is also coming in with Jim DeBerry. He is a comedian, a stand-up comic.
Yep.
At Wild Waters. Who knew?
I know.
Who knew they had a stand-up comic over at Wild Waters?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta right now, so I guess he's going to call in on the phone.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
according to the notes.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when we get to... You never know where you're going until you get there.
Exactly.
There's a song in a cartoon, I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember? Dr. Susan L. Edelman is coming on at 10:05. She's a psychiatrist, and she's got a book called Be Your Own Brand of Sexy.
There you go.
A new sexual revolution for women.
I like it. I think it's good.
Any pictures?
It's a picture of a flower on the cover.
No pictures.
A daisy.
That's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, there you go.
It's a G-rated book.
Legally Yours at 10:35. That's when John Fuller comes in and answers your legal questions. He, of course, is an attorney, so he has a lot of experience answering legal questions. That's what he does for a living. And he'll answer yours. So get your questions ready and ask them, and he will answer them. And again, on his show especially, call early.
Yes.
Dwight K. Dwight K. is the founder and CEO of K Properties and Investments. Dwight is going to talk about the U.S. Congress pondering getting rid of Section 1031 of the Internal Revenue the Internal Revenue Code. It lets taxpayers defer their capital gains tax on the sale of property if they reinvest their proceeds in like-kind property. He doesn't like the idea that they want to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So we'll find out what it is and why, and if you already know, then you're a step ahead of me. The Voice of Travel today. We love that segment. It's with Anthony James. He is our travel expert. He's also the general manager at Homewood Suites by Hilton here in Ocala, by Heathbrook, the Heathbrook area.
Yep.
Fun with Joe today. Fun with Joe today. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
You're going to like this. I will describe a dessert, and you will tell me the dessert.
Oh, nice.
So it's all about desserts. You might say it's just desserts.
Okay, just dessert.
It's just dessert. So the game today is your just dessert. And the segment we're doing with Galen Uno. Oh gosh, I love this segment so much.
Oh, okay.
I looked at this. I said, this is a great segment. We've never talked about this. This is a list of catalogs that specifically exist so you can buy certain things that you might not find anywhere else. For example,
Wow.
are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
There's the military surplus catalog.
Okay.
Now, this isn't really something that appeals to me, although maybe it would if I flipped through the thing and I saw some things that look kind of cool. So I'll tell you not only the catalog, but I'll tell you the website. For example, I just clicked on the one for the military surplus. It's called BUDK. I don't know what that actually stands for.
Okay.
But that's just one of the catalogs. And I'm looking at a bunch of knives on here. I'm looking at brass knuckles, an American flag brass knuckle and knife combination. How about that?
Oh, wow. Gosh.
Anyway, so yeah, kind of cool.
Very cool.
But there are other catalogs too. There's the oh gosh, what's the thing that Robert Redford does? The Sundance. There's the
Film
Sundance
Festival.
catalog, which is basically clothing.
Oh, nice.
There's the Cheaper Than Dirt catalog,
Oh, I like that.
which is where you can get ammunition and camping stuff and outdoor stuff, survival stuff. It is really a cool. And okay, so I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent there,
That
but
sounds really neat.
uncommon goods. You can get kitchen and dining necessities. So I got all these cool catalogs that tell you about. The Sundance catalog has clothing, shoes, jewelry. That's the one. I don't know what the connection is with the Sundance thing, but how about that? There's the Christian and religious catalogs, specifically from I think it's called Monastery Icons or something.
Oh,
Monastery,
okay.
it's a resource for Christian iconography, decorating your house, shrine, church, or even yourself with jewelry, incense, etc. that you want to.
Oh, wow.
Kind of cool.
Very cool.
So there you go. That's what we're doing with Galen, talking about that. All right, today is, everybody wants to know, this is a new thing we started, and everyone wants to know what day it is.
Yeah.
It is National Ballpoint Pen Day.
Oh, okay.
National Ballpoint Pen Day. Celebrate your ballpoint pen by writing a letter to somebody with your hand.
There you go.
The ballpoint pen was patented on June 10th, 1943. June 10th, 1943, which means that my mom and dad did not have a ballpoint pen in their school-age years.
No, they had pencils, I think.
And the fountain
And
pens.
inkwells, yeah.
Right,
or
inkwells.
fountain pens, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right.
The ballpoint pen, 1943. It just never occurred to me that it's not been around forever
Yeah.
for some reason. Today is also National Iced Tea Day, or as we call it here in the South, Sweet Tea Day.
Okay.
It's National Sweet Tea Day. Nobody knows exactly when iced tea was begun, but it's believed to be the 1860s where it first appeared.
Yeah, it was probably by accident. Somebody made it hot and left it in the sun, and then it got cold. It's like,
I'll just call it iced tea.
yeah, this is refreshing. Yeah.
And today is also National Root Beer Float Day.
Nice.
National Root Beer Float Day. Some places call it a black cow. I never called a root beer float a black cow.
No, I never have either.
In fact, black cow is the mature manure, so I don't think I want to call it that now.
It's also a sucker.
Oh, right.
Black cow, yeah, caramel.
Right.
Dark caramel.
So go get yourself a tall, thick mug of root beer and put in there 2 big scoops of ice cream.
Yeah, I think we'll get that today.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think typically you're supposed to put in vanilla ice cream, but you
Yes.
go for whatever flavor you want. Nobody really cares.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, so go have a root beer float today. Oh, it's also National Herbs and Spices Day.
Okay.
I almost forgot that one.
Peaches and herb.
Herbs and spices.
Herbs and spices.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back and talk about the more serious stuff when we get there. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Steve Rappaport. More boots on the ground?
400 additional U.S. troops may be heading to Iraq. Fox News has been told their duties would include setting up an additional training base in Anbar province. The Pentagon has made the recommendation and sent it to the White House. But at this point, President Obama has not made a final decision.
Fox Radio's Bill Vitka. The white Texas cop caught on video throwing a black girl to the ground and pointing his gun at other black teens during a pool party has resigned.
Our policies, our training, our practice do not support his actions.
McKinney Police Chief Greg Conley. The first one of the season.
Got him! And Chris Heston here in New York City has thrown a no-hitter.
The call on Comcast Sports, rookie Chris Heston and the San Francisco Giants shutting down the New York Mets 5-0. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind. With a custom treatment plan that really works, I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779. La Famiglia Pizzeria has moved into Ocala. Stop by today at 2504 Southeast 17th Street and see for yourself what everyone is talking about.
Awesome place. I never get pizza anywhere else.
Great New York style pizza and dishes.
Best pizza in Ocala.
One trip and you'll agree, La Famiglia Pizzeria is the best. La Famiglia Pizzeria. Stop by for a pizza that you'll love or call in and order yours for pickup. 352-245-2419. La Famiglia Pizzeria.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Black Cow composted cow manure is a terrific organic soil amendment. We start with cow manure from dairy farms and then compost it a full 90 days. The result is an all-natural, dark, rich soil amendment that's great for everything you grow. Flowers, vegetables, shrubs, trees, and lawns too. Look for Black Cow in the bright yellow and black bag at your favorite nursery or garden center.
Black Cow, the mature manure. Black Cow. WWWOCA, WWWOCA.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA.
We are The Source, WOCA, news, talk, sports, and more.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful Wednesday morning. You made it to the middle of the week, and not a bad place to be. Just a beautiful day, a beautiful place, and come on, it's the 10th day of June.
Yeah, it's
There's
gorgeous.
nothing wrong with that. All right, let's see a couple things in the news. The New York, wait a minute, do I have the ribbon cutting at Wild Waters. If you didn't already hear, we were announcing it as if it was a public invitation, and it's not.
No.
It is by invitation only, so I apologize for that. I will take the heat for that, although.
Yes, we will.
Although. It is what it said. It is what it said. I was reading it, just so you know.
That's right.
But anyway, so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tish is going, isn't she? Or somebody else?
Yeah, Tish said she was going. Yep. Wonder if she's going to go down the slide. That would be fun. Everybody get dressed up, and then they all jump in the water. Boy, what a photo op that is. That would be so cool.
That's a photo op.
Yeah.
Tish has been in the water before for a photo op.
Yes.
She was in a bikini right outside the window of the old studios.
Uh-huh.
There was a hot tub set up out there, and she got in with a couple of other employees. I did not.
Oh.
And there they were, out there in the...
Wow.
Back when the Cascades was the happening place to be.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
They also partnered, this radio station also partnered with Six Gun Territory, and they had a promotion where you could find an ounce of gold, and it was hid somewhere in Six Gun, and every day the morning guys would give out clues as to where it was in Six Gun. Yeah, a lot of fun, and nobody would tell us where it was. I mean, even, there's only one person that knew.
Did the people have to dig for it?
No, they were given clues. You couldn't go and dig up the ground. But it ended up being hidden in the, should I tell?
Well, how many years ago was this? I don't see why you wouldn't tell.
It was hidden in the old Ringer washing machine. It was so cool.
The old Ringer washing machine.
Yep, there was an old Ringer washing machine on one of the by one of the storefronts that was a laundry, and it was so cool. I mean, who knew? And it was so well placed. You couldn't just.
Oh, really? So if you did the laundry, you wouldn't say, "Oh man, look what I found."
Yeah, right.
Somebody took our prize.
Yeah, but it was so cool. It was just, it was so neat back in those days, and...
You are really reliving your years with Six Gun Territory lately because of this reunion that's coming up. So that's kind of cool.
And it's so neat. We got an email yesterday from someone that listens to the station. They listen, but they don't call in. And this person that listens just happened to be the wife of someone that was the son of the owner of the El Sombrero Cafe. And I must have met him when he was a little boy, because he was over there the time I was. So that was so cool.
Each of the businesses in Six Gun, were they individual businesses owned by actual business people?
Some of them were.
Some of them were.
Yeah, the candy store was, the general store, not the general store. The candy store, the general store, the El Sombrero Cafe.
What was in the candy store?
Those three.
I bet you those big lollipops.
They had big lollipops and homemade fudge, and it was.
I can taste those big lollipops.
Yeah.
You could never eat the whole big lollipop.
No, and the arcade games, that was private, and so it was actual shop owners. That people that it was their actual.
It's kind of a cool idea.
It was a very cool idea.
It's from the past, though.
It was, and I just can't. I am not really one to dwell on the past or think about the past, because everything that a person does in the past, and you get to the present, it's just so long ago. It's not. you appreciate the moment, and then when the moment's gone, nobody remembers. So that's just what we do. We live in the present. So I'm looking forward to seeing the alligator today.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you what we have on the plate here for this moment here.
Okay.
New York City is proposing warning symbols for high sodium items at restaurants in the city.
Oh.
The health department in that city is proposing a new rule today that would require chain restaurants, I wonder why only chains, to put a warning symbol next to a menu item that has excessive amounts of sodium in it. The city wants to help fight cardiovascular disease and make it easier for customers to make healthier choices by including a salt shaker symbol next to high sodium items. They wouldn't like me.
No.
They would not like me.
No.
I get a salt shaker everywhere I go.
Gee, I mean, this is like the government is telling the people of the United States that we don't have common sense and we don't know how to eat.
See, now I'm going to not have a hard line on this one because they're not making a law saying you can't serve it. They're just saying label it so that people know. I really don't have a problem with that. Sometimes things don't taste salty and they have a lot of sodium in them.
Yeah.
In them, like string beans. It's amazing if you look at the can how much sodium is in a can of string beans, or tomato soup has a lot of. So anyway,
exactly.
I'm okay with it being labeled. I don't see any reason why not. But the law that said you couldn't have the big sodas, that was a crazy law.
Oh, that was absolutely stupid. Absolutely. They're just, saying the American people are stupid. We have no common sense, so the government has to rule the world.
You changed what you said. It wasn't the American people. It was New York people. It's the only city where they had that rule.
Oh, that's right.
It wasn't the whole country. We could buy sodas here in Ocala.
Exactly.
Big, gigantic sodas.
I know. I think that's what.
Cups so large you could swim in them.
That's right.
Or your ferret could.
And get refills, too. That's the best part.
And free refills. The big gulp.
Exactly.
The double gulp.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't even have a holder in my car big enough to hold the thing. It's so gigantic.
See, and somebody came up with an entrepreneurial
Leave it to you to come up
idea
with a debatable topic that I didn't plan on bringing up, but the phone rang, so let's go to it. Good morning, you're on the air.
Hi, how you doing, guys?
Pretty good.
It's a great topic.
Is it?
See, I love, and I mean I really love tomato juice and V8 juice. And one time I tried it without salt.
Yeah.
I could not drink it. It was terrible.
Oh, really?
I couldn't get to the salt shaker fast enough. It was just unbelievably different.
Yeah, I put salt on a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, at one time, many years back, because of high blood pressure, one of the doctors says, watch your salt intake. So I was very on the ball. Every time I went shopping, I looked every can. It's unbelievable the amount of salt in everything. It's hard to find something that doesn't have any salt in it.
Right. And I think that's why they want to do it. I really don't have a problem with them labeling the things. Robin does, but I don't.
I know as far as if you're going to use salt, one thing I believe and I would probably recommend is make sure that it's sea salt, because there's a heck of a lot more good stuff in that rather than the regular salt. So even though it's salt, but sea salt has got some good stuff that is very important for you.
Well, that's what they say. I don't know that I believe that though, but it sounds like you do. So the good for you. I don't really know. I mean, I can't imagine that God did anything different with the salt in the ocean. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, anyway, thank you, Hugh.
Thank you, guys.
I know the sea salt manufacturer. We got the better salt. Our salt is way better than that other salt. Do you know where the salt came from? It came from the sea.
Yes.
The salt is when there was water here, and then it evaporated and it became salt.
Exactly. That's how it works.
There was an ocean.
Yeah.
So it really is all sea salt.
Exactly. Good point.
I don't know. They make stuff up.
Yeah, they do.
This study done by the Oceanographies of America. Drink milk. It's good for you. A study says so. The study paid for by the dairy farmers.
Of course.
Which is okay. I'm okay with milk.
Yeah.
All right. Jeb Bush.
Yes.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush said in 1995 that no shootings had occurred in one northwestern Sunshine State school here in Florida, in other words, because of corporal punishment. The president wannabe, Jeb Bush, who is 62 years old, who is losing weight, by the way. Have you noticed this?
Oh, no, I have not.
And as he loses weight, he's starting to look more like George Bush.
Oh.
He really does.
His brother?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. More like his brother than his father.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, he is expected to announce his White House candidacy next Monday. He wrote in the book Profiles in Character that corporal punishment was very effective in Walton County along the Alabama border.
Oh.
This is what I have to say, Mr. Bush. I like you. You're okay. I mean, you were really nice to my mom. Mm-hmm. However, may I interject that the behaving kids in that school probably had some good upbringing from their parents.
Yes.
And the fact that the school was allowed to have corporal punishment was probably another. It's not necessarily the school doing the right thing as much as the parents allowing the school to do that. Mm-hmm. So again, I think it really trickles down up to the parents. And while I don't disagree necessarily with the flavor of what you're trying to say, I think you're taking credit as a government official for something that is really due to the parents.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. My opinion is that if you're going to be running for office and you're saying our governmental policies are the reason why we had such a well-behaved school body up in Walton County, mm-hmm. then you are forgetting the fact that parents raise those children, not the schools.
Touché.
If the parents are not doing their job right, you could have done everything with your policies you want to do, and those kids are still going to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're still going to act out. They're still going to misbehave, whatever. And P.S., children still will misbehave anyway. So while I don't disagree with the flavor of what you're trying to say, it really reeks of trying to suggest that the government somehow made well-behaving kids. Mm-hmm. Am I saying it too many times?
No. It's
that children are the way they are because of their upbringing. There are exceptions to that. I know. But my thinking is that don't take credit. Don't take credit for something that needs to go to the parents.
Exactly.
Don't stand up at that graduation ceremony or whatever and say thank you to our legislators for creating this rule of corporal punishment, because without it, these kids would have been out of control. Well, that's an insult to the parents. Mm-hmm. That's every parent in that audience would have said, what? My son didn't behave because you've got a paddle in the principal's office. That's not why my son behaved. My son behaved because I taught him to behave. My son behaved because I spent time with him. My son behaved because I showed him right from wrong. Not because you have a paddle in your office. The only reason you have a paddle in your office is because I let you have that paddle. And I'm speaking collectively as parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well said.
It is really crazy.
It is.
There's a bigger argument here than what he's trying to say. Where's my ballpoint pen? I want to write a letter to somebody. It is National Ballpoint Pen Day, isn't it?
That's right. Express our thoughts on paper with a pen.
Anybody want to call in and argue with me?
No, you said it really well.
All right. On the other side of the break, we'll talk about Bill O'Reilly's statement that the media is fueling anti-cop sentiment. That's his words. I would prefer anti-police officer sentiment. Mm-hmm. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, more clouds and sun with a couple of thunderstorms around. The high 85 to 87. Partly cloudy tonight with a shower or thunderstorm in places near the coast during the evening hours. The low 69 to 71. For tomorrow, periods of clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm around from late morning on. The high 84 to 88. Then on Friday, partly sunny with a high of 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Loco Graphics would like to invite you to their second location on 200 next to Sonny's Barbecue. They are officially open to help you out with all your sign, vehicle wraps, and printing needs. Visit them and mention this ad for free business cards. Need a logo? We've got you covered. From business cards all the way to menus and flyers. Now 2 locations to better serve you. On Merricamp, half a mile east from Forest High School, and on 200 by Sonny's Barbecue. Loco Graphics, impacting your customers. Like us on Facebook.
WWOCA, WWOCA.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA.
1370 WOCA.
All right, 9 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We're talking during this segment, as we, not always, but we like to reserve this part of the morning when we don't have a guest or something else, where we can bring things up and we can all hash it out and talk about it, express our ideas about things, especially if they're currently in the news. So the first half, I think the thing we focused on, what was the thing you brought up? What was the thing you called in about?
Oh, about the salt.
What about salt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the
So we had
government
salt.
has to have salt on the salt shakers on the menu.
We had Jeb Bush's statement that corporal punishment being allowed in schools is what prevented school shootings in Walton County.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my comment that no, it's the parents who raised the kids right that you should be crediting. Exactly. All right, and the next thing, by the way, is from Bill O'Reilly, the talk show host on Fox. He said, media focus on police officers behaving badly is what is causing the anti-cop sentiment in this country. I can't help but agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. And now, I'd be the first to say a bad police officer should be removed from the police force. Mm-hmm. Yes, just as happened with the guy who was in that video, that last video. Where was that anyway? Where did that take place?
Can't remember. But
anyway, he resigned, and so that's or they fired him or told him he had no choice or something, and so there you go. Nothing, no argument there.
No.
But I do think that Bill O'Reilly is right in this one. Okay, it was Texas. I couldn't remember. McKinney, Texas. But anyway, so yes, and also I would agree that yes, if they're behaving badly, if they're misbehaving, if they're taking their job and using it in an arrogant way or in an abusive way, then yeah, they should be filmed and they should be taken at task for what's the expression I'm looking for? taken to task, whatever the expression is. They should be made to answer for their actions. Is the better way to say that, I guess. And yet it doesn't. There is no way to conclude from these anecdotal stories that the entire police force is somehow rotten to the core.
Yeah.
This is the problem. You could do this with anything. You could have a propaganda campaign for or against anything. Mm-hmm. Just like we were talking about before with the salt or with the milk or with the tea or with anything else or with coffee.
Right.
You know, I mean, I guess we all agree that smoking is no good, so I'll leave that one out of it. But there are certain things in this lifetime that you can do in moderation and you'll probably be okay. Mm-hmm. But if you have, let me give you a great example that kind of distracts a little bit from the focal point here, and I'm doing this intentionally because I've done this before, and when I use another example and it's just as inflammatory, when it's just as inflammatory, then people get stuck on that one. So this is less inflammatory. Let's say you went to let's use Ocala. Let's say you came to Ocala, Florida. You were hired by the New York Times to come to Ocala, Florida. Mm-hmm. And you're a photographer, and the person you answer to up in New York, the editor or whatever, says to you, I want you to go to this town of Ocala, Florida, and I want you to do this pictorial of that city that makes it out to be one of the best cities in the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I got the job, boss. So you come to Ocala and you take pictures that make Ocala look like the best city in the world. And you can, in your mind's eye, you can imagine where you might go, what pictures you might take, what angles you might take, what times of the day, what the people will look like in those photographs, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you have an assignment and the editor says, I want you to go to this town of Ocala, Florida, and I want you to make it look like the worst hellhole ever. Mm-hmm. You could do that too.
Oh, yes, you could.
You could come here with your camera. You could go to the most blighted places in the city. Mm-hmm. You could go to the most unhappiest looking people in the city, right? You could get the most unflattering looking shots possible.
Right.
And you could print a pictorial in a publication that would make Ocala look like the most miserable place in the world to want to be.
Yeah.
You can do it either way. Propaganda works both ways. You can do it good, you can do it bad, right?
Right.
Well, the same thing is true when you're trying to pinpoint a segment of the population. If you wanted to show that all men are bad, I'm not going to say white, black, I'm not going to use the race thing here because, again, it'll be inflammatory, and I just want to make a point. My point is you can use it to make your point, and it's always unfair. Mm-hmm. Either way. It would be unfair to say Ocala was perfect in every way. It would also be unfair to say Ocala was bad in every way.
Yeah.
Just as it would be wrong to say that men are all good, you know, or that men are all bad.
Right.
And this is what we tend to do. It's a lot of times in publications, especially like the anti-publications, fill in the blank, anti-blank. Mm-hmm. If it's an anti-Muslim publication, if it's an anti-Christian publication, if it's an anti-man publication.
Or an anti-woman publication.
Or an anti-woman
Women
publication.
Can be bad and good.
There are some anti-women websites. There certainly are. Men who hate women.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing. But the point is, they will find examples to try to justify their position. Mm-hmm. Try to justify their position. So getting back to the real story, the one at hand about the media fueling the anti-police officer sentiment, Bill O'Reilly is absolutely right. It is exactly right. We have some isolated cases, and those cases are horrible. Those cases shouldn't happen. But if you wanted to take pictures of people doing bad things, you could do this anywhere. Mm-hmm. You could say, look at that. That's a radio announcer. Look what that radio announcer is doing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here's another radio announcer doing something horrible. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, here's another one.
Right.
Right? So every radio announcer suddenly is like, oh my gosh, they're picking on my turf. Mm-hmm. They're picking on my profession.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So he's absolutely right. And we have to be smart enough to know that we're being manipulated. We have to be smart enough to know that we're being manipulated.
Yep.
Because as soon as you realize that we are probably being manipulated, you'll be able to toss all this stuff out the same way you do any article on the front page of one of those tabloid magazines. Mm-hmm. You walk past the tabloid, you see a headline, you might wonder, is that true? But most of us know, oh, come on, that's garbage. There's no Bat Boy.
Exactly.
You know, all this trash that they print about John Travolta. I don't know John Travolta. I've never met him, but he lives here in our community. So because of that, he feels like a neighbor.
Yeah.
And you see them putting these trashy articles in there about him. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And in his case, he's an entity all unto himself.
Yeah.
Police officers are a collective entity all unto themselves. And if you want to make them look bad, then you can do that real easy.
Sure.
But I want to remind you of any time you have, I want you to remind yourself, how about that, of any time that you've had where a policeman actually saved your life, made your day easier, showed up and prevented something from happening. Showed up and prevented something from happening that you probably didn't even know was prevented.
Yeah.
Like, for example, remember that bomb scare we had here?
Yes.
The police were awesome. They were outstanding. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. More of our forces could be heading to Iraq.
With ISIS now controlling key areas of Iraq, including the city of Ramadi, Fox News has learned that the Pentagon has recommended sending 400 more U.S. troops. The Obama administration is also considering setting up a new military base in Iraq's Anbar province.
Fox Radio's John Decker. World Soccer's governing body will postpone the start of bidding for the 2026 World Cup after the start of the corruption investigation. Another change the organization is grappling with.
A FIFA spokesman tells Reuters the governing body will hold an executive committee meeting in July to set a timetable for a presidential election to replace Sepp Blatter.
Fox Radio Steve Rappaport. And the EPA says greenhouse gas emissions from airplanes endanger human health. It'd be the first step to regulating the sector under the Clean Air Act. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on weed control for an overall aesthetic appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440 or online at powellgene@yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440.
For generations,
Generation after generation, America's heroes have been fighting for our freedoms, and it's those freedoms that have allowed us here at Mike Scott Plumbing to prosper and grow in this great land of ours. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we help thousands of customers every day with everything from irrigation to repairing the kitchen sink. But if there's one thing that absolutely, positively needs to be maintained, it's your septic system. If you don't maintain your septic system, it could fail completely, leaving you with a big bill and an even bigger mess. So we here at Mike Scott Plumbing would like to help all of those who have helped us. If you have your septic pumped and you're a veteran, we would like to extend to you a special discount. Just mention this ad. Please call our office to schedule your appointment today, 866-314-4443. And from all of us here at Mike Scott Plumbing, thank you for your service.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Loco Graphics would like to invite you to their second location on 200 next to Sonny's Barbecue. They are officially open to help you out with all your sign, vehicle wraps, and printing needs. Visit them and mention this ad for free business cards. Need a logo? We've got you covered. From business cards all the way to menus and flyers. Now 2 locations to better serve you. On Merricamp, half a mile east from Forest High School, and on 200 by Sonny's Barbecue. Loco Graphics, impacting your customers. Like us on Facebook.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. 73 degrees. Beautiful looking Wednesday morning. Hope you're doing well. Galen usually calls in at this time, but I think he was in Atlanta. Is that where he went, Robin?
He was there yesterday with somebody else.
So sometimes when he goes on those out-of-town trips, he doesn't call in for one reason or another. Early meeting, you never know.
Yes.
So we will, of course, on his behalf, do the important part of what he calls in for, which is to encourage all of us to donate blood.
Yeah.
If we don't, then there is no blood supply. And if there is no blood supply, then lives will simply be lost because surgery won't be able to be completed or done successfully. So it's a simple math. It's simple. You just have to take the time out of your day to do it, and it's kind of up to all of us to do it. It's something that I am a little uncomfortable promoting because until I was in my 40s, I had never donated blood. Mm-hmm. And of course you did when you were 17. But now that I've been doing it almost 20 years, I feel good about the fact that I've been doing it. And, it's once every 8 weeks if you donate whole blood. If it's platelets, the apheresis process, it's once every 2 weeks, I think, is what Galen will tell you. And of course, platelets are very, very necessary for people fighting cancer. So if you can do that, that would be awesome, outstanding. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And if there's any fear at all, whether it's fear of getting hurt, fear of passing out, fear of being embarrassed by passing out, which was my big thing, I'll be honest with you, it is all overridden by the need. And the need at the time that I finally went into that Life South bus and donated. The first place I donated was Life South. Mm-hmm. It was a bus in the parking lot of a job I had at that time. And the ladies I was working with had no problem. They were walking out the door, coming back in, just gave their blood. And I'm thinking, oh, man. Here I am. I'm supposed to be a big, strong, brave guy, and I'm not going out to do this? And there was a story about a young girl fighting cancer, a child, and I thought, okay, I can do this. They're doing it. I can do this. And really, truthfully, I was really more. It was more of a self-esteem thing, thinking I was going to be faint or actually faint because of the blood process.
Which does happen occasionally to some people, but they take care of you.
And it didn't hurt at all, and it has never hurt. Fear was the biggest thing ever, and just I only tell the story. And for those who've heard me say it ad nauseum, as they say, I've said it so much ad nauseum. I really say, because once in a while there'll be somebody who had never heard me say that before, and they're in the same boat that I was in back in those days. So. Anyway, if you get a chance, go to LifeSouth. The website is lifesouth.org.
Right.
And I think on the website you'll be able to find out where the Bloodmobile is today. That's usually part of what Galen tells us.
Yeah.
Also, it's important to mention that Penn Flooring is the company that sponsors the announcements about the blood supply. And they have some beautiful flooring for you to check out. You're going to be remodeling your home. You want to start from the bottom and go up, or you may. A lot of people end on the bottom. Actually, the last thing they put in is the flooring, right?
Yeah, right.
So if you're looking for the perfect flooring for your home, for your remodeling project, go to Penn Flooring. If it's carpet, they've got it. If it's wood flooring, they've got it. If you need to know how to take care of it, they'll show you. You don't have to worry about installing it because they will do that for you.
Yeah.
They've been doing all of these things for over 25 years. And they have a beautiful, spacious showroom here in Ocala. The address for the showroom is 1201 Southwest 17th Street. It's just on the west side of the bridge. I think it's the west side of the McKay-Williams Bridge, which is the bridge on 17th Street that crosses the railroad tracks, just a few blocks away from Pine Avenue. Be sure to thank them for sponsoring the segment we do for LifeSouth, okay?
Yeah. Takes a special person to do that, and thank you, Penn Flooring.
All right, if Galen had been on, I had some things I wanted to share with him, and they are about catalogs. Now, Galen is a big Boston Red Sox fan.
Yes.
So the first catalog I wanted to tell him about was the Spilsbury catalog.
Okay.
Spilsbury.
Okay.
The Spilsbury catalog has in it, let's see, a variety of jigsaw puzzles, brain teasers, toys, games, gadgets for children and adults of all ages. And what does that have to do with the Boston Red Sox? Because they have a Boston Red Sox Fenway Park 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle.
Nice.
That you can put together and then glue it together and then frame it. It's a big, gigantic mural, basically, of the park, of Fenway Park. And I'm not trying to sell it to you, but just in case you want to know, it's $15.99. So it's even a good price. So in addition to that was right up Galen's alley, they have Boston Red Sox checkers.
Oh, nice.
Boston Red Sox checkers. So the checkers pieces are all Boston Red Sox logos, whether it's the Sox or the B. Or whatever, but it's Boston Red Sox checkers, which is kind of cool. They also, by the way, for those who are other sports fans, they have the exact same thing for almost all of the teams.
Oh, nice.
There's even a checkers game where the checker pieces are little helmets.
Oh, how cool is that?
This is a checkers game, and so you would have, let's say, the Gators versus the Seminoles. I think in the picture they're showing here, it's the Seminole. It's an NFL. It's two NFL teams. So maybe you can't get college teams, but you can get NFL teams.
Oh, that is so cool.
And the checkers pieces. I don't know how you king somebody with the. I guess the helmet sits on top of the helmet.
Or maybe the helmet turns upside down.
Maybe. And the checkerboard itself is also designed with the logos of the teams.
Now, this is such a cool idea for Christmas shopping, and then so I'm going to start now.
You're starting now.
Yeah, because it's coming up. I mean, it's going to be here in 6 months.
So the catalog I'm talking about has a website. It is the name of the catalog, Spilsbury, Spilsbury, Spilsbury.com. And in addition to that, they've got socks that look like puzzles. They've got all kinds of puzzles. I kind of focus on the sports because that's what I wanted to start with with Galen on the phone. But there's just all kinds of gadgets and gifts and some cool stuff on there.
Nice.
Nothing is really, really expensive on this website either.
That's a good thing.
They have a ceramic bacon cooker, so you can cook bacon in your microwave.
Oh, nice.
Don't know how that works. Okay.
Nice.
All right, let me give you another catalog, because the segment is not about that catalog. The segment is about catalogs, some quirky catalogs. All right, now, have you ever heard of Sky Mall catalog?
No, I have not.
You've flown on a plane recently, right? You went to New York?
Yes.
And you flew on a plane. Was there a catalog in the back of the
is
seat?
that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at that.
It's called Sky Mall.
Yeah, cool.
If you ever wanted to, let's say you got on the airplane, you forgot to take the magazine with you, whatever, don't worry. You can go online. Sky Mall catalog has a website. It is, as you would guess, skymall.com. Mm-hmm. And all of those things that you're looking at as you're flying in the plane, I should buy this for the dog. I should buy this for the backyard swimming pool. I should buy this T-shirt, this cool T-shirt, or these cool there's a pair of sunglasses on there that look like dripping paint, which is kind of cool. There's a high heel. A lady's high heel shoe. It's not really a shoe. It's really a wine holder, but it looks like a shoe.
My son and daughter-in-law bought me that for Christmas.
Oh, did they?
A high-heeled shoe wine holder with the high-heeled shoe corkscrew and high-heeled shoe stopper, and 2 bottles of wine, which are very good, by the
They
way.
have a glow-in-the-dark toilet seat you can buy.
Oh, there you go.
It's just a few things
That would
are
be
just
fun for my
and that's
brother
at
for
the Sky Mall catalog, which has a website, which is skymall.com.
Those glow-in-the-dark toilet seats would be good for man caves, I think. That would be fun.
All right, we will take a break and be right back with more quirky catalogs.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, more clouds and sun with a couple of thunderstorms around. The high 85 to 87. Partly cloudy tonight with a shower or thunderstorm in places near the coast during the evening hours. The low 69 to 71. For tomorrow, periods of clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm around from late morning on. The high 84 to 88. And on Friday, partly sunny with a high of 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Fidgeting can make it easier to lose weight. Many couples think that once they're married, all their issues with in-laws will disappear, but Steinort says a marriage magnifies these problems, so if you're having family clashes with potential in-laws, it's best to resolve those issues before you get married. Just like couples can take out a loan for a house or a new car, there's been a huge surge in loan companies catering to wannabe parents.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
All right. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So we were talking about catalogs, these interesting catalogs, and I ended up on the one in the airplane back pocket, right?
Yeah, the Sky Mall catalog.
Sky Mall catalog. So one of the items in the Sky Mall catalog I wanted to tell you about, I just got stuck on this one. It's the Polaroid Cube. It's a little $99. It's about the size of a large die, whatever you call it, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's the size of an ice cube, about, right?
Yeah, right.
So they're comparing it. I'm looking at this video right now on YouTube, and they're comparing the Polaroid to the GoPro. And while the picture, in some cases, actually is better on the Polaroid, if you're taking it, like a lot of people use their GoPro cameras on their helmets.
Yeah.
Like when they're riding a bicycle or something like that.
Right.
Well, the GoPro is very much more stabilized than the Polaroid Cube. So if you're doing something very jerky, it's not going to stabilize the picture. It's going to be a very jerky picture. Whereas the GoPro will stabilize the picture.
And the GoPro's made to be mounted somewhere, right?
Right. But the Polaroid Cube seems to be doing pretty good in all these pictures, all these videos rather. As long as you're not in a herky jerky kind of a circumstance. So that's kind of cool. All right.
Very cool.
All right. So some more catalogs I want to tell you about. There is one for those of you who like military stuff. There's a military surplus catalog called BUDK.
Okay.
BUDK. And of course, they have a website. It's BUDK.com. I don't know what that stands for. It probably does have. But this is military surplus knives. Look at this, a BUDK knife for $14.99. It's made out of titanium. Wow. This is. Some people would love this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let me click on something else on here.
Christmas is coming.
They have knives, swords, ninja martial arts stuff. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Hunting and shooting, blowguns. Oh my gosh, slingshots, crossbows.
Wow.
Throwing knives, camouflage, spears, air guns. Wow. Soft caliber devices. What's a soft caliber device?
Maybe
have to
it's
ask
like
Jerry.
paintballs. Maybe it's like paintballs or something.
I thought you said meatballs.
Oh, those are soft caliber.
Well, hey, there's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Just invent the meatball gun. Just shoot
There
me.
you go.
So that'd be expensive.
Soft caliber.
They even sell medieval weapons. Medieval weapons.
Wow, like a mace and all that.
Let me see.
Cool.
Medieval armor. Whoa! You can buy. Oh my gosh! You can buy a helmet like what would look like in the Trojan era.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, the Trojan era.
Well, now I know where I'm doing my Christmas
Look at these
shopping.
items. Holy mackerel.
Spilsbury catalog.
This is silly.
And the BUDK.com catalog.
BUDK. Yeah, that's that one. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got stuck on that one. I'm going to get stuck on all these, I think. All right.
Yeah, but I'm going to start my Christmas shopping early.
All right. And here's the one, Cheaper Than Dirt. Now, Cheaper Than Dirt catalog. Let me tell you what Cheaper Than Dirt is.
Okay.
It's cheaperthandirt.com, and it is basically survivalist type things.
Oh.
Like you can buy a DP-12 double barrel pump repeater 12 gauge shotgun with 16 round capacity.
That's a survival tool.
For $1,395.
There you go. Get one of those.
You can buy a mega chill inflatable floating cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could just use that in your pool. But I suppose the idea is that if you're in a flood, you put your food in this thing and you stay with it. I don't know. That's only $14. They also have fishing reels. I picked on the bazooka. What was that thing? That shotgun thing, just because it was so remarkable. But they have the headsets, the hearing protection headsets. Anyway, so the website is. This is Cheaper Than Dirt. That doesn't sound too cheap. That little shotgun thing there.
No. I'm a catalog shopper this year.
Catalogs, yeah, that's a
I have
quirky catalog study.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birthdays coming up, starting next month, plus Christmas. So there you go.
Your own included.
Oh, that's not part of the 5.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. There's another nice little catalog called Medals of America. And, if your father or grandfather is missing his military decorations, you can fill in the missing ones by ordering from that catalog.
Oh, I love that. Wow, that is cool. And what is it called again?
Medals of America.
Medals of America. Okay, that's a good one to know about, Jim. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, bye.
All right. Now I told you about this one earlier, so I wanted to finish telling you about it. This is a catalog called Monastery Icons.
Oh, okay.
If you want some religious items like crosses and wow, they got some nice stuff on here. So their website is, and the catalog and the website is the same name, monasteryicons.com.
Okay.
And they have, let me see, they have incense, sacred gifts, seasonal items, church adornments, home and outdoor decoration, crosses and crucifixes, religious jewelry, Russian religious jewelry. I wonder what that is. Monastery icon. What is a monastery icon, Robin?
Religious.
Oh, that's all that means?
I would guess. I don't know the exact translation, but monastery, that's
Oh, I see. So
the Catholic faith.
I see. So it honors the saints.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, I've got this on my list.
Our Lady of Perpetual Help, St. Joseph, Christ the Teacher, St. Teresa of Lisieux, St. Michael.
Yeah, but crosses and stuff, you could use that for Lutherans and things.
Oh, I know. I'm just wondering what the monastery icons mean.
Yeah, I would say it would
Monastery
be Catholic.
Incense. Oh, this is cool. So you know that thing that the priest waves back and forth that all the incense smoke comes out of?
Right, exactly.
That thing it swings?
Right,
You can buy one of them here.
Wow. We could do that here. We could swing it in a broadcast room. Let smoke come out like during Halloween.
I think you have to know how to speak Latin. I think so. But anyway, I won't be stuck on it. Each one I'm getting stuck on these. But anyway, monasteryicons.com is where
I've got asterisks by 3 of them so far.
All right. Let me find another catalog to share with you. So did you hear when Jim talked about where you can get the medals?
I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that. I'm going to look that one up too.
All right. Let me go to food. Gourmet food. Oh, my goodness. You can get the...
It's called gourmet food?
No. I just went to a category.
Oh, okay.
Let me find one.
Because Harry and David is real good for stuff like that.
Oh, really?
They're not gourmet, but they're
Here's one.
chocolate.
This is called the... hold on, make sure I got it right. This one is called... Oh, it's called Chesapeake Bay Crab Cakes.
Oh.
Wow. It's cbcrabcakes.com. Oh, this does not look like something. Oh, okay. Well, you can get a lemon cake on here. Was it made of crab or anything?
Oh, I wonder.
Perfect crab cakes. Order now. How much does a perfect crab cake cost?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound appealing.
$109.95.
Oh.
For an order of colossal crab cakes.
Oh.
Ugh.
Gosh.
I mean, to be honest, they look
Yeah.
good, but just knowing that that's crab. But you like crab. How come you don't want crab
Yeah,
cake?
but I don't know. Maybe I never tried it. I think I'd rather drive the distance and try one than order it. Because I think it's kind of like those knishes we had. I'd rather have them fresh than.
All right, now Franks and Burgers.
Imported.
Franks and Burgers. Kobe beef is considered by many to be the most flavorful in the world, and these mini cheeseburgers are 100% Kobe beef. Okay, so you can buy Kobe beef cheeseburgers, $46.95. That sounds like a lot of money.
You bought us one of those.
Sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah, but you bought us one of those steak things that was really good. A steak gift certificate.
Oh, I did? I don't remember.
And that was good. They deliver it to your house.
All right, so there's a few food catalogs. Let me find another catalog. Good morning, Joe. How you doing?
Good morning, Joe.
All right. They have a furniture catalog. Let's see what they got here.
Okay.
And they got a little bit of everything catalog. I told you about the Sundance catalog, right?
Yeah. That sounds cool.
All right, current catalog, CURRENT.
Oh, okay. I remember that catalog. I love that catalog.
Do you
That's
really?
from the Blast from the Past.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Current catalog has, it's a stationary lover's paradise, offering personalized checks, greeting cards, wrapping paper, holiday decorations, and many more things.
Yes. That's what the kids used to sell for school to raise money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came out of that wrapping paper and all that stuff.
And I'll do one more.
Okay.
One more. It is called Cotula's, Kotulas, Cotula's catalog.
Okay.
Cotula's catalog. If you're looking for cool stuff, you'll find it in Cotula's catalog. It's got fun, funky, and functional gadgets, tools, and more for your garage, home, grill, pool, camping, hiking, even tools and gizmos, whole sections of playground-style toys for your young ones to have fun in the backyard, gear for your car, your truck, your recreational vehicle, your motorbike, every single thing you could possibly ever need or envision to pimp out your grill. There's
cool.
truly a little bit of everything in Cotula, so I'll end with that one. Cotula,
Nice.
Kotulas.com is where you'll find that.
Nice.
All right, we will move forward, take a little break, and don't forget, if you get a chance, go to lifesouth.org. There you'll be able to find where the Bloodmobile is today or any given day. Thank Galen Unol for bringing us this segment every day. Today he's, I think, in Atlanta, so he wasn't able to call in for whatever reason. But make sure that you do the important thing, which is to donate blood. If you do it regularly, then thank you. I'm sure that Galen would appreciate that. And you know what? We all do, because everybody will eventually need blood. Every time you go to the hospital, you're walking past rooms where people are receiving blood.
Yes.
And those people don't have the blood if there aren't people donating blood. So go to LifeSouth. LifeSouth has 2 locations we can tell you about. The one is on the Boulevard next to the Cascades. The other one is in Denella next to the old Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. More of our forces could be heading to Iraq.
With ISIS now controlling key areas of Iraq, including the city of Ramadi, Fox News has learned that the Pentagon has recommended sending 400 more U.S. troops. The Obama administration is also considering setting up a new military base in Iraq's Anbar province.
Fox Radio's John Decker. World Soccer's governing body will postpone the start of bidding for the 2026 World Cup after the start of the corruption investigation. Another change the organization is grappling with.
A FIFA spokesman tells Reuters the governing body will hold an executive committee meeting in July to set a timetable for a presidential election to replace Sepp Blatter.
Fox Radio Steve Rappaport. And the EPA says greenhouse gas emissions from airplanes endanger human health. It'd be the first step to regulating the sector under the Clean Air Act. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baird.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Howdy, RL here for Dairy Queen. Spring is in the air, and so is the smell of meat cooking on our charbroil grill. You want to treat yourself to one of our most excellent grilled chicken sandwiches or wraps, or maybe a foot-long all-beef chili dog, and wash it down with an Orange Julius fruit smoothie with many real fruit flavors. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license.